how to fill up the NFSU registration form, what all documents will be needing, what all subjects are considered, CUT तो हुआ ही नहीं है, उसके marks कैसे डाले, कितना fees लगेगा, and all of these queries we will be covering in this video today. Firstly, let me tell you the applications have started from the 9th of April and they are most likely to stay till the 10th of June. So please do not rush into it. आपको जल्दबाजी करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. Forms will stay for a good 2 months and अगर आपके CUT के marks अभी तक नहीं आए हैं, so maybe you can wait to fill it up or you can fill it up and you can also update the marks after some time as soon as your CUT marks come in. Now, before moving on, if you're still not there in our WhatsApp group, then what are you doing right now? Make sure to join our WhatsApp group by scanning the QR code on the screen. I post all of the important updates, notifications over here, and we even chat a lot, discuss queries, and you can chat with me personally as well. ऑल्सो गाइज ये वीडियो एकदम डिटेल स्टेप बाय स्टेप होने वाली है. मैं लिटरली एक खुद फॉर्म भरूंगी एज इफ आई एम अ स्टूडेंट राइट नाउ एंड पूरा देखना वीडियो और एल्स योर एप्लीकेशन माइट बी रिजेक्टेड और इट माइट नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड फॉर द फर्दर एवेल्युएशन. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप स्टार्टिंग से एंड तक पूरा वीडियो देखो और कॉमेंट्स में मेरे को डन करके लिख दो एज सून एज यू फिल द NFSU फॉर्म. लेट्स गो. And yes guys, maybe ये form fill up करने में थोड़ा ज़्यादा time लगे. Right now I cannot show every single step at the actual pace. So if anywhere you feel that I might be going too fast, please pause the video, fill in your details and then play the video again. Or maybe you can just lower down the speed and please थोड़ा patiently आराम से करो. So just stay calm and let's get this done. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to come over to the main website of NFSU, which is nfsu.ac.in. After that, on the landing page, you can see this admission notice. Click on apply now and you'll be landing on this page where you have two options, one for national applicants and another for international applicants. Currently, we are registering as a national applicant. We'll click on that. Next up, you have two options, CSAS admission portal and non-CSAS admission portal. Nothing much to know about this. The basic thing is if you are applying for any school except for the School of Law, anything except for the law courses, then use the CSAS admission portal. If you are applying for the law courses, then go to the non-CSAS admission portal. Let's click on the first one right over here. Then you have these three options and here you can find a detailed step-by-step guide. Basically, how can you register, what all things you need and the steps you need to follow. But since आप ये वीडियो देख रहे हो, I don't think so that will be necessary क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे पूरा fill up करेंगे ही वैसे भी. So the next thing we click is the CSAS admission portal link and we land over here, which is the nfsu.adm.samarth.edu portal, and we're doing a new registration, so let's click on that. Next up, you basically need to create a whole new account for yourself. There are some important instructions on the left-hand side that you can go through, and let us start by entering all of our details. We are entering our name, then we enter in our date of birth. Now here you need to enter in your email ID and re-enter it to confirm it. After that, you need to enter your mobile number that you want to use. And finally, set up a unique password for yourself. Make sure it has capital letters, small letters, and some numbers or some characters. And finally, you need to do the CAPTCHA verification. Once that is done, click on the register option. After that, you will have to verify your account using an OTP. So you will be sent an OTP on your Gmail ID as well as the number that you have sent. So perfect, we have entered our OTP and the CAPTCHA. After that, you just need to submit OTP. Next up, it shows that our account has been verified successfully. All we need to do is to log in into the account that we just created. So we will click on login over here, enter in our email ID and the password that we have set and the CAPTCHA verification as well. Next up, click on login. And we are done. Now you're landing on your dashboard where you can see all of the different details. Your name is mentioned over here. Over here, you can also see a reference ID or basically a registration ID that starts with some number and REG. Make sure to keep this safe. You will be needing it later on when you want to download your admit card or later on in the admission process. Next up here, you can see that there are three main steps to the application process. The step one is that you complete and lock in your profile. The step two is your application for a program. And finally, step three is paying the fees and submitting it. Let us start and complete our profile. Also, on the left-hand side, you can see all of these different features that the Samarth portal offers. You can click over here to come again to the university website, or you can click on this to see the eligible programs list. And here you can see all of the different courses, what is their eligibility criteria, or what category do they fall in. Now let us go again and complete our profile. So we have already entered in the full name and our email ID and the registered mobile number. We have to enter in an alternate email ID and an alternate mobile number. So I'm entering my father's mobile number. Next up, we enter in our date of birth, our gender. So it's female, and my category, I belong to general. Marital status, I'm unmarried. And then blood group is O positive. Then my religion is Hinduism and I am a citizen of India. And finally, ID proof. You can choose any of these ID proofs. Right now, I'm choosing PAN card over here. And then you just need to enter in your ID proof number. So I would be entering my PAN card number. After that, you need to fill in your place of birth details, the country, the state, the district, and your village or town. Next up, you need to enter in your family details, your mother's name, mother's mobile number. Perfect. And then we enter in mother's occupation. So my mom is a housewife. I will be selecting homemaker. Mother's qualification is graduation. And these things are not really needed. If you want to, you can just skip them. These are all optional. After that, you need to enter in your father's details. So I'll be entering my father's name, my father's mobile number, his occupation. He is into government service and his qualification as well. After that, again, the office address, staff type, these are not compulsory, but if you want, you can enter in. So basically, the staff type option stands for if your father is a teaching staff at the college you're applying for, at NFSU basically, then you would have to select staff. If not, then you would have to type down non-staff. So my father is not a teacher over here. I'll be selecting non-staff. After that, again, father's designation. My father was a naval officer. I'll be entering honorary lieutenant. Father's salary, you can just select up to 7 lakh or anything up to you totally. Emergency contact number. And finally, the combined family income. Next up, NFSU registration. Have you enrolled in NFSU before? I have not enrolled, so I'll be selecting no. Next up, we need to enter in our category details. Do we have any disabilities? Not applicable for me. Am I a Kashmiri migrant? I am not. It's totally up to you. Please fill up these details as accurately as possible. After that, you have this option that says if you are children or widows of armed forces personnel. So you have different kinds of priorities in the armed forces. You can check out the page that I've mentioned on the screen. If you fall under any of these priorities, please fill up that. If not, then you can select not applicable. Next up, you need to select your bank details. All of these details I have filled in: my account number, the name of the bank branch name, or the IFSC code, etc. After that, you would have to enter in all of your details about your address. Correspondence address is basically where are you currently staying or where they can contact you through. So right now, if I'm staying here in my hostel in Gujarat Gandhinagar, I'll be selecting that and I'll select my district and PIN code, and we are done. If you are currently staying in your permanent address only, then you can check the box. If you're not, then you need to enter in your permanent address as well. So my permanent address is in West Bengal. I'll be selecting that along with the district, city, and PIN code. Once you're done, verify all of these details and click on Save Details. And if you're sure to continue, then click on OK. Perfect, we are done. So the first step is done. We have entered in all of our personal information, but there's much more to go. So we now proceed to the next stage. Over here, we need to enter in our other information, like do we have any illness? I don't have. Now, another important thing that we need to fulfill over here is the academic bank of credits, which is basically ABC ID. तो यहाँ पे काफ़ी लोगों को प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी कि ABC ID हमको जनरेट नहीं करना आ रहा है, यहाँ पे क्या करना है. तो let me show you a very easy way to do it. All you need to do is click here. You will be landing on this page, which is abc.gov.in. You need to go to login or register, and we are a student. अब यहाँ पे you have 3 different options. Either you can sign in via your DigiLocker using your mobile or username or other ID. And it is asking for your mobile number and it is always asking for a PIN. Now, I do not remember my PIN, so I can simply click on Forgot Security PIN. And once I do that here, I need to enter in some of my ID proof. So let me select Aadhaar right now, and I will be entering all of my Aadhaar details and my date of birth as well. As soon as you click continue, you will be sent an OTP for verification. And once you do that, you can set up a PIN of your choice. Once your PIN is set, you can follow the same process. Here, I want to sign in using the other ID. So I'll be selecting my Aadhaar and I would be entering my Aadhaar card details and the PIN that I have just set. And finally, click on sign in. Once you're done, the last step is that you need to verify using a TOTP or OTP. So I do not use DigiLocker much. If you use DigiLocker, you can select the first option, which is TOTP. But right now, the easiest option for me is that using an OTP. Basically, I will be receiving an SMS on my mobile. Let me click on that and I'll select continue. As soon as you do that, you'll be getting an OTP on your registered mobile number and you just need to sign in. After this is done, you just need to select on continue and you'll finally be landing on your main page, which is your academic bank of credits page. And on this page, you can see all of your details like how many credit points you have or how many credits you have. You do not need to care about any of this. The main thing that you need is the academic bank of credits ID, which is this 12-digit ID. So I'll be copying it over here and pasting it in this option. Now you can see that we are not able to enter it. This is basically because आपको ये जो dashes है ये आपको हटानी पड़ेंगी. So once you remove all of these dashes, you will have 3 more spaces and we can just simply enter in the last digits, which is 546, and perfect, we are done. Do you have an NCC certificate? I don't. Have you participated in National Service Scheme? I have not. Are you ward of university employee? Nope, my parents are not at NFSU, so I'll select no. Perfect. The next option we have is selecting the languages. So I am fluent in English with reading, writing, and speaking. With Hindi also, I am perfect with reading, writing, and speaking. And also I'm a Bengali, but I can only speak Bengali. So I will not be selecting the reading and writing. Perfect. And just click on save and next. Next up, we are done with our other information as well. So our 2 out of 4 steps are completed. Just verify all of these details. If you want to update anything, you can do that, or you can just proceed to the next thing. Now we are at the third stage where we need to add in all of our important documents. So the first thing we need is a photo. You need to click on select file and click on start upload. Once it's done, you can view it over here. If you want to delete it, that also you can do. And similarly, you need to select for all the other photos as well. So my signature is also uploaded. ID proof, it's totally up to you. You can use your Aadhaar card, PAN card, voter ID, passport, anything. After that, finally, my income certificate. So this should be of your father's or mother's, whoever is earning. That is totally up to you. Right now, I have just downloaded a demo income certificate from Google. But when you're filling the form, make sure that you enter in your father's accurate income certificate. Perfect. Verify all of these details and proceed to next. Now, this is the final preview page where you can see all of the details that you have entered. Go through it in detail. Make sure that you have not made any mistake at all because there might be a chance that you cannot enter in all of these details. So there is a disclaimer that no modification will be allowed after this step. So once you're sure about this, please click on the checkbox and confirm and lock. Perfect. Now our profile is submitted successfully and now it says that we can apply for programs. So yes, our profile is submitted successfully and our first step is completed. Now we need to move on to the second step, which is basically applying for a program. And right over here, it shows 0 applications because we have not started anything yet. So let us start and click on apply for a program. After landing on this page here, you have different levels for the programs. You have bachelor, doctoral, integrated, masters, everything. Let us go for the integrated programs for now. So as soon as you select BSc, MSc Forensic Science, we will be getting the option for the headquarter or regional center. And यहाँ पे आपको सारे जो भी campuses में ये course offer होता है, आपको उसका option मिल जाएगा. And यहाँ पे basically आपको ये add करना है कि इसका headquarters कहाँ है. तो most of the courses का जो headquarters है, that is the Gandhinagar campus, which is the main campus. But for some courses such as BBA, LLB, which is only in the Delhi campus, तो उसका regional headquarter जो हो जाएगा, that will be the Delhi campus. Once we are done with this, you can check all of this eligibility. You need to have got 55% if you're general, OBC, EWS, or 50% if you're SC, ST, PWD. After that, you need to fill in your preference for the campuses. अब यहाँ पे काफ़ी लोग मेरे से पूछ रहे थे कि अगर हमको दूसरे कॉलेजेस के लिए रजिस्टर करना है लाइक नारायण शास्त्री इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी या तो UPSIFS, दैट विल ऑल्सो बी डन फ्रॉम दिस इटसेल्फ. यहाँ पे आप आके सर्च कर सकते हो, आपको यहाँ पे सारे कॉलेजेस दिख जाएंगे जहाँ पे भी ये पर्टिकुलर कोर्स ऑफर होता है. सो परफेक्ट, लेट अस स्टार्ट एंड फिल इन आवर प्रेफरेंसेस. आई विल सेलेक्ट गांधीनगर, देन दिल्ली, Bhopal, Goa, everything. And suppose we have just filled in 5 preferences and we click on proceed, it shows that please select a preference for rows 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. तो बेसिकली आपको हर एक प्रेफरेंस सेलेक्ट करना ज़रूरी है. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू सेलेक्ट अ प्रेफरेंस. इफ यू आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, you also have the option for not interested. Perfect. We have selected total 11 campuses right now and we proceed. After that, it shows that you have started the application for BSc MSc Forensic Science and all of these details are there. हमारी सारी preferences भी load हो चुकी है. Next we do save and next. Now, the next thing you need to do is basically the add in the NLAT details. Nothing to worry about. NLAT is basically the national level admission test that considers a lot of different exams: CUT UG, CUT PG, CLAT, CAT, JEE, GPAT, a lot of these things. But currently, since we have selected BSc MSc Forensic Science, the only way that we can get admission here is through the CUT UG exam. We'll select on that, and now you need to enter in the total marks obtained and the subject you want to enter in for. Now, if you do not know where is this application form, basically you need to open in your CUET scorecard, and here on top only you can see the application number. So make sure to fill in that correctly. अभी उसके बाद यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक ही आपको ऑप्शन दिया गया है अपने स्कोर्स डालने का. आपके पास 5-6 ऑप्शंस नहीं है अपने मार्क्स डालने का. सो बेसिकली यू नीड टू सिलेक्ट द हाईएस्ट मार्क्स दैट यू हैव गॉट. So suppose out of biology, chemistry, physics, all of this, I have scored the maximum in biology, which is suppose 210. So I will be entering 210 over here, and the subject code for biology is given, which is 304. And if you're wondering what this button about NLAT does, above this, it does pretty much nothing. You can just see all of these details. Agar aapko ye discard karna hai, to you can do that. And once you're done, you click on next. And after that, you again are shown this applicable eligibility criteria that is ensuring if you have actually got 55%, if you're in general OBC or EWS category, and if you're in SC, ST or PWD category, you need to have a minimum of 50%. So I am eligible for this. Check the box and the line will become green. Perfect. Now we need to enter in our details about the 10th marks and the 12th marks. So suppose I have passed my 10th in 2023 and I got 98.2% in my class 10th. This is actual, by the way, मेरे को सच्ची में 98.2% मिला था. Next up, if you're wondering what are these divisions, basically, these are the categories in which you're divided based on the marks that you have obtained in your class 10th or class 12th. So I'll be adding a picture on the screen. Make sure to go through that, and उसके basis पे जो भी आपको marks मिले हैं उसके basis पे आप अपना division यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पे I am writing first division. I was in the school Navy Children's School. My board was CBSE, and यहाँ पे आपको अपने subject का combination लिखना है. So I've entered in all of my subject combination details. And yes, actually not first division. I have got first division with distinction, तो हम वो भी mention कर देंगे. इसके बाद आ जाते हैं हमारे 12th के details पे. Over here, you have two different options. If you have passed already, if you are suppose a dropper, then you can select the passed option and you'll be having the option to fill in your 12th percentage. But let us suppose that the 12th marks have not yet come, which is the case for most of the students right now. So you can select that you have appeared or you're appearing. Next up, we select the year of passing. It's 2026 since we are appearing. Perfect. The board, you cannot really enter in your division marks. The board I was in was CBSE. Name of institution was again Navy Children's School. And again, since I was in the commerce stream with mathematics, I'm entering all of my subject combination details. Next up, click on Save and Next. Perfect, your academic details have been saved successfully. After this, you can check in all of these details, and if you want, you can update any of these details. So suppose your board marks have come, your 12 board marks, whenever it releases, you need to come again to this dashboard and you'll be having this option. So now I will be entering my actual marks. I will be selecting that I've already passed 12th standard and I would have to enter my details. So I actually got 94.6 in my 12th standard. And once again, that is first division with distinction. Perfect. We click on Save and Next. Once again, all of these details you can verify and your board marks has been updated. After this, you are again redirected to the documents page where you had uploaded, because now you also need to add in your class 10th mark sheet and your class 12th mark sheet. Again, the same procedure follows. Select the file for 10th mark sheet and click on Start Upload. Once you can see the I button, that means it has uploaded. You can click on this and verify your class 10th mark sheet. Same process for class 12th mark sheet. We'll click on Start Upload, select the I button and view. Okay, perfect. Our 12th mark sheet has also been uploaded. Next up, you just verify all of these and select on Preview. And this is your entire application with all of the important details that you have entered in for your BSc MSc course. And there's a form declaration with your signature as well. And finally, click on Submit. After this, you again have the option to verify your details. And here you need to verify your details by clicking on the check boxes. Just make sure all of these details are correct and click in all of these check boxes. And finally, you have the option for going back to home or the payment option. So suppose you do not want to pay right now, you can go to the home option and here you can see that draft applications is now 1 and total applications is also 1. If you click on view all, you will be able to see your application for BSc MSc Forensic Science, and perfect. You can click on submit opened application, and if you want to edit out any of these details, you can do that or come back to home. अभी काफ़ी लोगों को ये भी डाउट था कि हमको अगर मल्टीपल एप्लीकेशंस भरने हैं, कि हमको अगर दूसरे भी कोर्स के लिए भरने हैं तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है, सिंपली यू नीड टू क्लिक अगेन ऑन अप्लाई फॉर अ प्रोग्राम। और सपोज अभी हम इंटीग्रेटेड में बीटेक एमटेक के लिए सिलेक्ट कर लेते हैं। So yes, again, BTech MTech main campus is in Gandhinagar campus, and you have all of these eligibility criterias. And right now you can only see 7 entries. Why? Because the BTech MTech course is only offered in 7 campuses across India. And here you can also see your affiliated institutions, which is UPSIFS or NSIT. And once you're done selecting all of these, perfect, I'm done. And last one, I can select not interested, and then you proceed. Once again, the same process follows. You can see that you have started an application. Here you can enter in your JEE marks. Now, if you're wondering what is the application number, then let me show you. Whenever you have the JEE scorecard or JEE admit card, over there again you will be able to see on the top itself your application number and your roll number. You need to enter in your application number. Finally, you need to enter in what is your common rank list and your NTA score. I'm just adding in a demo number over here just to give you some reference, but please make sure कि आप अपना correct details ही डालें. Perfect. Once we are done with all of these details, we can click on next or come back to home and we can see our dashboard. Right now we have 2 draft applications and 2 total applications. और आप नीचे भी आ जाओगे तो आपको दिख जाएगा कि आपका BSc MSc का भी है और BTech MTech का भी है. And both of these are currently showing that you have not paid or not submitted, because the step 3, which is the last step, which is basically paying the fees and submit, you have not done this. So till then it will show that. Now whenever you decide कि चलो pay कर देते हैं आज, come over here again, select the course, do all of these save and next, and जहाँ पे भी आपका final page आता है वहाँ तक जाओ, सारे check boxes को करो. Next up you have the Razorpay option. Next up you have these 2 options, either Razorpay or EasyPay. और यहाँ पे क्लिक करके आपके पास ऑप्शन आ जाएगा पेमेंट करने का. You have all of these details, just make sure to check it and click here to make the payment. Once you are done making the payment, you can see this kind of a page. मैंने अभी तक पे नहीं किया है, so I'm just showing you a reference. You'll be able to see this picture, and please do print your registration slip, because ये registration slip आपको बहुत ज़्यादा काम आएगा आगे जाके भी. So finally guys, thank you so much for watching till the very end. I really hope that I could have cleared a lot of your common queries about the NFSU form filling. अगर आपको कुछ भी और दिक्कत हो रही है, if there's anything more that you want me to cover, then please let me know down in the comments. I will definitely get back to you. और अगर आपको कुछ भी दिक्कत आ रही है फॉर्म फिलअप करते वक्त या तो सबमिट करते वक्त, then also let me know down in the comments. I will definitely try my best to get it cleared from some faculty or somebody in the admin team. And yes guys, if you want to know everything about the courses offered, the departments, or the new courses that have been started, or the various campuses, then make sure to check out this detailed video that I've already made. That is your detailed guide to admissions or NFSU ka registrations. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what other videos do you want, and campus pe milte hain.